So today we're going to be cooking chicken thighs this time, and for that we have a full chimney of charcoal right here, as you can see, and we're going to be smoking our chicken thighs with mesquite. And when we cook the chicken thighs, first we're gonna put it on direct heat so we can sear it first, and then after we're done searing it, we put it on the indirect side of the Weber, right here usually, and we put it there, and we just wait for 45 minutes for it to cook. Alright, so first off, we're gonna sear the chicken on here, and really this shouldn't take that long. This is probably one of the fastest parts out of all of this. And basically, we're gonna take our pieces of chicken and we're gonna put it right on top of the grill so we can give it a good sear. And you want to make sure you have enough space and try to make as much space for all the chickens to get up here. And again, this shouldn't be long at all. Alright, so normally the temperature for chicken is 165. However, for thighs, I genuinely like them when it's up to 185. And so right now we're still gonna sear the chicken. Let's check this out. We're gonna flip them around. And again, we're just gonna give both sides a good sear, and then we're gonna put them in the unindirected side, because then we're going to put some meat there over here, and we're going to be waiting 45 minutes for it to smoke. Alright, so when you're searing chicken, the flames, as you can see, they're going to come up, and don't worry about that, it's completely normal. You just have to be careful when you turn them. So, we're going to flip it again, and we want to get this type of thing around the chicken. Alright, so as you can see, this chicken looks like it's seared well enough, and once it's seared, you put this on the indirect side, because then after that we're going to put some mesquite in it and we're going to smoke it. So you just want to do that to the ones that are already seared, like this one. And then the ones that aren't ready yet, you just put those on front. And again, this shouldn't take too long. It's only the process of you just searing the chicken and just moving it back. So for these chicken thighs, our seasoning really is just plain and simple, you know. It's plain and simple salt and pepper. Alright, sometimes the flames here, they're sometimes going to go up, so again, just be careful as you're cooking these so you don't get burnt. But otherwise, it's normal for them to go up. Don't worry about them too much, you just have to be careful. Alright, so as you can see here, we have all the chicken that we had up front here all seared, and we're putting it in the indirect heat side. And when you put it in the indirect heat side, you always want to try to put the bigger pieces on the front and the relatively small pieces on the bottom, because Of course, the bigger pieces are gonna take longer and they need more heat to cook in general. Unlike the small ones where it doesn't need like too much heat. So right now though, we're gonna be putting our mesquite in here. And when we put our mesquite in here, we're gonna close the lid for, our target is for 45 minutes, and we'll meet with you then. So right now, just putting the mesquite, close it. And we'll meet with you after 45 minutes. Alright, so as you saw in the beginning, I had a full chimney of charcoal, and right here, usually it's going to be about 500 to 600 degrees. And right now it's at the 500 mark, which is alright. It's good. And chicken thighs, they're probably one of the easiest things you can make. All you really have to do is sear the chicken, and then you just put it back, and you just leave it for 45 minutes for it to cook. Alright, so we've waited about 30 minutes so far, and right now we're just going to check the temperature on the chicken, just see how it's doing so far. So right now, this is what they're looking like. It smells pretty good right now so far. And again, we said that we like it to be at 185. This one will give a little more time. This one's looking ready. So we're just going to give them a little bit more time for the rest of them to catch up, to get around 85 or over, and we'll meet you guys then. Alright, so after 45 minutes, as you can see, the chicken's ready. And chicken thighs in general, they aren't hard to make at all, really. All you really have to do is just sear it where all the heat's at, right here, and then you just put it back for around 45 minutes, maybe 50. But other than that, these are finished, and we'll talk to you all again soon.